What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out a brand new Karibo that just got revealed. This is a V-Jump promo for the OCG, so no telling when we'll be able to get our hands on this in the TCG. It's interesting because we already did get Link Karibo earlier in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't think that this card is going to appear on Vrain simply because, like, Yasaku only uses Cyberse monsters, and this is not a Cyberse monster. But this is on Karibo. It is a Dark Fiend, level 1 monster, 300 attack and 200 defense, so pretty much got those standard Karibo stats that you might expect. A lot of the Karibo monsters do end up having 300 attack. You've got 2 effects on this little guy, and both of them are hard once per turns. However, you can use both of the effects in the same turn, which is actually kind of nifty. The first effect says when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, then target one monster in either graveyard except this card, special summon that monster to the field, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase. Second effect says if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. During this turn's end phase, add one monster reborn from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So Karibo seems like this nice little nifty pint-sized monster with 2 very legitimate effects. You look at the second effect, we now have a way after like 17 years of being able to search Monster Reborn. It's ironic because I just did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Story on Sunday about Monster Reborn, and I talked about one of the reasons why it wasn't seeing as much play as it did in previous formats and previous eras was because, yeah, it's just no way to kind of guarantee you're going to get to that Reborn, but now actually have a legit way, plus you can pull it out of the graveyard if you already did use it earlier in the turn, so that's kind of nice. And I look at the first effect, and I just think that there are enough monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially with all the archetypes that we've gotten over the years. There are enough monsters that either want to be special summoned from the graveyard, things that can just trigger during your opponent's turn. For instance, I don't know, like an artifact monster, artifact morale attack, summon it, blow your opponent's monster up or blow one of their cards up, or you can just pull back floating monsters. I mean, yeah, this is maybe not the greatest example, but imagine bringing back like a Burning Abyss Seer or a Burning Abyss Skarm during your opponent's turn. Not only is that monster going to block an attack, but in addition to that, that monster, whether your opponent kills it or not, is still going to activate when it hits the graveyard. So I think that this card is actually pretty cool. I think it's actually nuts that you can reborn your opponent's monsters during your turn during the battle phase. Like, that actually seems kind of cool. That's obviously why the monster has to die during the end phase. Otherwise, would you really want like your opponent reborning your Boral Sword Dragon during your turn when you're trying to attack them for game? Like, that would actually be pretty nuts, especially if the monster didn't die, your opponent just gets to keep it. But last thing I will say, I do like the fact that this card can be destroyed by either player and get you that searchable Monster Reborn. It would have been nice if you got the Monster Reborn instantly, if you didn't have to wait until the end phase, but that just kind of feels like, you know, they're going in that direction of, you know, how like D-Mock only activates during the end phase. It just kind of feels like that. Really makes me wish that like Disc Commander wasn't a hard once per duel, because this card would be crazy with Disc Commander. Bring back Disc Commander, draw 2 cards and block an attack. Like, that'd be pretty cool. But, you know, what do you guys think of Karibo? I think it's actually a pretty nice card. Anyways, whatever you guys think of Karibo, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.